it's Michelle and welcome to my channel, Kansas Girl 1969. As you may know, I am participating in a challenge for the month of September, and the challenge is called 30 Samples in 30 Days. And I'm participating in this with a couple other friends of mine here on YouTube. The first one is Beth, and her channel is named GlossGalore. I will link her channel below. And then Olivia from Makeup Fun with Olivia, who you know I've done other collaborations with, and she's fantastic too. She's also going to be participating with us, and so I will also link her channel below. And so I want to show you the first 15 samples that I've used for the month of September. Now the first one that I've used is a product that's a shampoo from Pureology, and it's called Perfect for Platinum. And I bought this when I was traveling in Arizona and my hair was feeling super dry. The air is so dry, my skin and my hair always feel dried out even when I'm only there for a few days. But it's very moisturizing and I did enjoy it. And let me see, it was about $6 or $7 at Ulta just for this tiny size bottle. And for an 8-ounce size, it's $27.50. I don't know that I would buy it. I guess if it was on special, perhaps I would, but there's so many other great shampoos out there that I'm not that enthralled with this one. The second sample that I tried is by Bioderma, and I think it's called Sebium. It's some of that micellar cleansing water. I thought this was excellent. You can get it, I believe, a small bottle for around $12 or $13 on Beautylish. And I preferred, this one is I think for oily acne prone skin, which I do kind of have, but they have another formula that's a more moisturizing water, and I think I prefer that one. I can't remember right now what it's called, but I'll put that here on the screen. Then my third sample I used is by Living Proof, and you know they have some great hair care products. This one is called the Satin Hair Serum. And this one you can buy on Sephora for $29 for a 1.5 ounce. And a big selling point for them on this is that there's no oil in it and no silicone. And so many of the other serums that you find on the market have one or the other or both of those. Tiny the sample was. And look how much hair I have. I did use this a couple of days when I was traveling in Arizona, and my hair did okay, but there really wasn't enough for me to be able to tell if this is something that I would want to buy. So unfortunately, the sample was too small. This past time that I traveled to Arizona, I brought this sample. Number 4 sample is by Alterna, and it's the Caviar Moisture Shampoo. I thought it was good. It is $32 for an 8.5 ounce bottle. This is pretty expensive for a small bottle, and I wasn't that enthralled with it. Thing that I absolutely love. This is by Colgate, and it's the Peroxyl mouthwash. If you are prone to having canker sores in your mouth, or if you easily burn your mouth, you know, on hot coffee, hot pizza, hot sandwich, and you end up with some sensitive places in your mouth, this stuff is awesome. My dental office told me about it, and you can get a bottle of this at your local drugstore, like at Walgreens. It's around $7 for an 8-ounce bottle, and I'm telling you, if you have a sore place in your mouth and you swish this around in your mouth before you go to bed for a couple nights in a row, your mouth will heal up so much faster. It's really great stuff. Then number 6 is something that recently came out by Clinique, and it's their Smart Eye Treatment. So you know they have the Smart Serum for your face, which unfortunately made me break out, so I can't use it. But I was excited to try this because this is Smart Eye Treatment, and so it's supposed to give you what you need around your eyes. Well, I use this on my travels too. It's for a half-ounce bottle. It's $49 on Sephora, so it's kind of hefty price. I felt like there wasn't enough in here for me to tell whether it would make a difference for me. It did not irritate my eyes, which is great. I appreciate that, but I might need to get another sample of that. Okay, the next one is the iconic Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. You can probably tell there's some of this left in here. This, for a half-ounce travel size, is $16. Well, this one feels like silicone. It's got lots of silicone in it, and I can't stand to put that kind of primer on my face, so I only used this under my eyes while I was traveling, and it works okay for that because this area could stand some extra moisture, and the silicone barrier is kind of nice. But as a face primer, I don't care for it. I know some people with really dry skin do, so this could be something that you would want to add to your repertoire. The next sample that I had, I brought this on my trip too, is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. And if you watched me enough, you know I love this stuff too. I usually buy the smaller bottle. It's a 0.33 ounce bottle for $18 at Sephora. So that's easy to travel with too. But I happen to have a foil packet of this, so I brought it along. And it's great. It just has a lotion consistency, no silicone in it. I don't know if there's any left for me to show you, but it's just wonderful. It glides on. There's a teensy weensy bit. It glides on and just has no silicone and sinks right in and feels great, not greasy. Love it. Then I tried a new Dior product. This is the Hydrolife Pro Youth Sorbet Cream. It's kind of shiny, sorry. It's expensive too, $60 for a 1.7 ounce bottle. I think it's a jar. I tried this. It's very moisturizing. It felt very good. I used it on my chest while I was traveling, chest and neck. This sample is so tiny. Okay, here's a little bit coming out, and it feels very nice. It soaks right in, not heavy, so I thought that was great. Very soft scent, a little bit of a floral scent, but very soft. I thought it was great, but it seemed so expensive and there wasn't enough for me to tell if I would want to use it long term. Sorry, I'm saying that a lot. Then number 10, loved. It's the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Blush. And I used this in a Get Ready With Me. You guys saw that too. But oh my gosh, I love the peach one, and that's called Score, S-C-O-R-E. The pink one was okay. It's kind of bright. You have to be careful with it. It's called Quickie. And the purple one is called Bittersweet. Love it. These individually are $26 at Sephora. I would highly recommend the peach one, the Score, and the Bittersweet, the purple. The next sample I tried I also loved. It's by Too Faced, and it's the Cocoa Infused Matte Bronzers. This came with 3 different shades, one for light skin, one for medium skin, and one for darker skin. So I used just about all I could off of the milk chocolate, which is for the light skin. And then I used a little bit of the medium chocolate. This stuff smells like chocolate. It seriously has cocoa powder in it. I could not believe that. I just thought that was kind of hokey until I actually tried it, because I've never tried a Too Faced chocolate product before. It's fantastic. And the milk chocolate one didn't have much color to it, which I think is fine for me. And it was also hard to get it off the card. The other one, see how much darker the other one is, the Chocolate Soleil. Of course, I don't think there's any left on this for me to get off. Probably not. And then the dark chocolate, I didn't touch it all because I knew that would be way too dark for me. But there it is. And actually, it doesn't look that much darker, does it, than the other one? But I guess the tone's different. Anyway, these are awesome. And they are $30 each. Then the next sample I used was, ironically enough, another dental product by Dentec Comfort Clean Floss Pick. So it was one of these. I love these things. You can get a whole bag of them at Walgreens. 150 of them for $3 at Walgreens. Great. Had that on my trip. Stopped by a Sephora on my trip and I got a sample of the new Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Cover Foundation. I was not color matched. I just told the girl, give me the lightest color because that's probably what I need. That's what I'm wearing today. And a little tiny bit goes a long way. This stuff is so concentrated, it's amazing. I mean, really amazing. and it dries kind of fast. So what was recommended to me to do was to work in one section, get it all blended, and then dab some more on the next section and rub that in, because otherwise if you dab all over your face and then try to work it around, it's going to be blotchy because it dries so fast. So here's my little sample. I spilled some of it, and here's some of my finger, and look at this. Look at that coverage. I mean, wow. It has some major coverage. But I've worn this 3 times, and tell me the truth. Do I not resemble just a little bit Morticia from the Addams family? Da-da-da-dun, 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 da-da-da-dun. Don't I? I think it's really light. It matches me, but I look like a ghost. And I even tried to put some bronzer on, but even if I got the right color, I don't think I would like this, because it keeps on looking blotchy and broken up all around the sides of my nose, on my cheeks there. It just doesn't look natural. And you know, maybe if I had the right color and I used less of it, because such a little bit goes a long way, maybe I would like it, but I don't know if I'm willing to try it again. I've worn it 3 times and it hasn't worked for me all 3 times. 14 is another one of my favorites. It's by Benefit. It's the Professional Face Primer. I don't use this all over my face. I just use it on my nose and right by the sides of my nose where I have large pores. And so far, this has been the best pore filler that I have found. And usually I buy the smallest that you can buy. They have a mini. It's a 0.25 ounce squeeze tube for $10. So a lot of times I buy that because it's easy to travel with and you don't use a whole lot. Number 15 is this product by Josie Marin. You know, she's the argan oil person. This is called Rosy Mist. It's a rose water spray. And, sorry, I got foundation on me. Anyway, it's a rose water spray, and I'm not real fond of it. It puts out a really strong mist, and it kind of drips. I don't know if you can see that. See how it's drippy on my hand? That's not pleasant to squirt on your face. Maybe this would be better squirted on your body. But then I tried to look it up online to see how much it was, and I can't find it online, so I think this might be a discontinued product. Either that or it's so new that it's not sold in stores yet. So I am not sure, but I didn't like it real well anyway. Alright, so that's my first 15 samples in September, and I hope you enjoyed seeing what I tried. And I did try some really great products. I especially like that Urban Decay blush. So please don't forget to go check out my other 2 friends. Beth is in the UK, and then Olivia is here in the US. Please check them both out. They're both wonderful. You will love watching them. They're very entertaining and classy ladies, and I just love watching both of them. So please go check them out. Show them some love and subscribe if you haven't. Okay, well, thanks so much everybody for joining me, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!